Hello, this is Sarah St. Anna, Move for Free Realty, and this is tip number 1 of 3 of how to work with short sale sellers. Number 1, make sure you get that listing agreement signed. Why? You cannot market the property, you cannot begin the process without a signed listing agreement. Remember, we have to have the seller's permission in writing in order to market their property, and that's step number 1. So get that listing agreement signed. Also, on your listing agreement, you should have automatic price reductions in place. So you should have done your market research and saw the trends and automatically had price reductions in the time frames that you feel match the days on the market in that particular area. So having those automatic price reductions allows the price to automatically reduce, and you don't have to meet up with the seller and inconvenience them to get them to sign it. Number 2, make sure you put it on the MLS. Make sure you have a very good marketing plan. So the MLS will take you to every single website, but that's not the end, right? You have a lot of marketing to do, so make sure that your marketing plan, and you can also see another video that I have labeled marketing plans to help you get an idea of some of the things that you should be doing when you're listing properties and to properly market them. Make sure that you do not list the price too low or too high, and here's the reason why. If you list it too high, a lot of sellers will tell me, I put a lot of money into this house, or the banks are really wanting, I'm close to the payoffs, or the banks are really wanting this amount of money. I hear that, and I honestly wish that I could price the house high. The problem with it is every single time I have listed the property at a price that I felt was really on the high end, the banks have kicked it back. Typically, I'll get an offer that's lower, and the banks will kick it back saying that they want more money. I don't think that's a coincidence. Every single time it happens. So I like to find the average price range. Now, I will let you know if the property's in really bad condition, obviously I'm going to go on the lower end. If it's in really good condition, I might go a little bit on the higher end. But again, be very careful with that price. It is extremely important. I don't want to price it too low either, because I'm going to get buyers that are coming in expecting that low price, and then when the banks come back and counter it, which they pretty much always do, the buyer is going to run, and now you've got to start from scratch. So picking the right price is key to getting your short sale accepted quick and easy. The last thing that I want to talk about is getting a hold harmless agreement signed. If you do not have one, you need to get one. Ask your broker for one, ask your title company, or if you have a professional negotiator, which I highly recommend, you need to get a copy of a hold harmless agreement, because we want to make sure, we work really, really hard for our sellers, but occasionally the sellers aren't happy with the end results. We don't make the decisions. We're the facilitator. So sometimes the sellers will come back after us. So we want to make sure that they understand. We're facilitating using our experience to help them with their short sale process, but we don't make the decision in the end. The bank does. We can't promise that the bank will allow the short sale to go through. A majority of the time they do, but occasionally you'll have those banks that want to cause a lot of trouble. So get those hold harmless agreements signed. Again, that's going to make your short sale process so much easier. Now stay tuned for tip number 2 as we talk about putting the short sale package together to make it a successful, smooth, easy transaction.